Yo guys, what's up? Welcome to the next timeless video here on Duct Tape Creations. So in today's timeless, I'm making a wallet themed after this really cool game a friend showed me a while back called Spiral Knights. It's just like a third-person online game, so it's really cool. You just have your own little avatar, it's kind of like a knight, and you've got finished missions and stuff, and so it's really cool, really fun to play. So my friend just asked me if I could make a wallet for him, so that's what I'm doing in this time lapse here. Okay, so now I just finished up making the wallet there, and now I'm sealing up the sides. Just trying to make sure everything's even and everything's symmetrical. So it kind of bothers me if it's not. I don't know why. I guess, well, I do have OCD, so that'd probably be the reason why. So just lining everything up there, getting everything in place. You can see all the little strips I had to cut out. I'll be scrapping those in a few minutes, or a few seconds. There you go, just scrapped them. Okay, so now I have the wallet there sitting under a roll of tape, so it gets used to being folded in that place, or in that position that's in. Okay, so now there I just had to adjust the camera angle so you can see what I'm doing. I still haven't fixed that problem, so really gotta get on that. So now I'm working on the card holders there, as you can see. Just getting there on the third one. Okay, so now I'm going to start lining up in the wallet there, just as the basic setup. So that's pretty cool. Just showing in there real quick. Okay, just making sure they all work out, they're placed fine. Okay, so now I'm going to start working on the ID holder right here. So that's pretty much, and after sorry if I stop talking for a few minutes, still trying to think of what I'm going to say. But after I finish working on the ID holder, and we're going to start working on the logo. Okay, so there you can see I finished sticking everything together, and now I'm cutting up the center. I was trying to round off the edge, but didn't turn out too well, so I just put little notches at the two corners of the bottom ID holder. So there you go. Okay. So now I'm going to start working on the logo there, just cutting it in half so it's easier to work with. So I'm doing each piece separately. So right now I'm just working on the text that says Spiral. So this is pretty fun to make. I think it took me actually around an hour and 20 minutes to make this full wallet. So that's pretty insane, totally worth it. I really like how it turned out. I could have been a little bit happier if what I'm working on right now, how it turned out when it's all done. But other than that, I'm pretty happy with it. Okay, so right here I just made that little cut there, just to use a little bit of the fading animation, just to cut ahead there. Okay, so yeah, so unedited this video would have been, like I said, an hour and 20. But once I sped it up, just basic speeding it up to 8 times its normal speed, it was around 12 minutes long after ending the little bit at the end I have here, just showing you the wallet. Let me think here for a sec to get back on track. So yeah, it would have been 12 minutes unedited until I made all the cuts. So after I made the cuts, I think I got down to about 8 minutes. I can't remember for sure at the time of, at this time while I'm recording this narration. So yeah, so right there I'm actually just freehanding pieces that go in the A for Spiral. So I'm just resetting that piece there, and just put those pieces in there, as you can see. Just to, I actually lost the piece for it early on while I was working on the logo, but just had to freehand it. Okay, so I'm working on the second layer of the spiral, which is the dark blue. I do make a cut here in a few seconds, so I don't have to watch all this. So there you go. Okay, so you just use the fade again. Okay, so I'm just sticking them on there. Now the reason the S is not on there already is because when I was peeling it up, it actually ripped in half, like actually the A did there right now, but I was able to stick the A together fine. So yeah, so I actually recut out the S a little bit later. Okay, so I finished that there. So now right here you can see I'm cutting out the little piece and to cut out the S again. And thankfully this one worked out a little bit better than the first. Okay, so there you go, sticking it on now. And so that looks really cool. This is the part that could look a little bit better than it turned out, but what are you gonna do? It's hard to get all lines correct with duct tape. So yeah, just got a little bit of a strip of tape there to get all the little pieces that were left over up off the cutting mat. And that's a really cool trick you can use. So this part here I cut out. So that part there I just cut out completely I was working on the second lettering there, but I realized the lettering on the actual logo has like a darker blue outline around it. But then when I was doing it, I realized it wouldn't be seen because the wallet itself is the dark blue. So I just cut that part out of the video since it wasn't really worth showing, since it wasn't actually part of the wallet anyway. Okay, so now I just took the letters for nights that I was doing there before, but now I'm using the electric blue as I should have done just before then. But okay. Alright guys, I just made a little cut there in the narration. Got tongue-tied after I started talking about this piece I'm doing right here. Like I was just saying that I cut out like the darker blue outline that really was not worth being in there because it wouldn't show on the wallet. So I'm just using the electric blue as I should have. So I mentioned it just before, but decided to cut the narration there since I got a little tongue-tied and just re-explain it. Okay, so now I'm just peeling up the HD clear tape so I can peel everything up and you'll see the lettering start to form. So there you go, everything's coming in place. And this didn't, so I'm just glad this came out really clean. I actually had to cut out the eye there freehanded because I actually lost the piece somewhere, so I'm not sure what happened to it. So now I'm just sticking them onto the wallet here. I'm just going to make a real quick cut so I can, so you don't have to watch me sticking on the stuff. So there you go, everything's stuck on there, looks really nice. Okay, so now I'm cutting out that little last piece logo there that's down towards the bottom of the logo, so it's just that little red square with a little gear in it. So there you go, just cut that out, and now I'm working on the silver. I used actually silver for the gear. I'm not actually sure what color to use for what color they actually intended on it for the logo, but I just went with silver because that's what it looked like to me. So there you go, you can see that right there, and I'm going to start sticking it on. Okay, so that's cool. I think it looks really nice now. Now right where that yellow piece on the A there, if you can see it where it says spiral, I forgot to stick on the blue, the second layer of the blue on that, so I'm just freehanding everything and sticking it on now. Okay, so I made a little cut there, so this is normal speed, just showing you what I've done. So now those those little logos down there at the bottom, I added on off camera because it looked a little blank down there. So those are just different categories of weapons and armor. So the first one's a chest, an armor piece. The second's a shield. Third's a gun, and the next one's the bomb. So it's really cool. So right now I'm just showing you the card holders and the ID holder. So this is really cool. So if you guys have any ideas for a request, like if you have any ideas for a request for a time-lapse tutorial, let me know in the comments below. See what I can do for you. So that's pretty much it here for this time lapse. After this, it's going to be ended. I'm just going to give you one more look over towards the front of the wallet. Okay, so there you go. Really fun to make it. So hope you enjoyed. So thanks for watching. As always, just enjoy the wonder that is duct tape.